So how did we end up here? I think that's the question that lots of us need to answer. So for those who don't know, Sargon around this period decided that making YouTube videos was just not enough for him. It wasn't enough, guys. He needed more. He needed to be politically active. He needed to save the West, guys. And all this really stems from his debate with Richard Spencer. The ways he went about this were interesting. So we're not going to do the Spencer debate because I fucking, it's long and it's smug. But I thought I'd grab a couple of other things. Some things that people may not have seen. Some things people will definitely have fucking seen. Actually, God, I hope so. But I thought these might be out of order, but I thought an interesting start point. Maybe Sargon calling into the kill stream to explain his brave new idea, because this is peak Sargon. Okay, this is the peak. This is this is Sargon stream. So around this time, Sargon was, should we say, losing favor and being mocked. He was being mocked for the Applebee's suit. He was being mocked for basically turning into an SJW. But no, this is going to be his redemption arc, guys. Don't worry.
Obviously, we have to talk about Medicare, right? I mean,
really? Why?
Well, I mean, it's just something that's not really.
Why isn't he playing with furries or something?
Well, we tried to get you guys on stream to talk forever, and a matter of fact, we did it.
Email me. He knows how to contact me. If he wants to talk, I'm happy to talk to him anytime.
Okay.
That might have been a mistake.
What are the actual things? The things you want to talk about?
Well, okay.
That aren't just drama, you know. Let's not bother with that.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what is drama though? Like, what is your? How about this? To go philosophical, what is your definition of drama? So, I mean, you can look at almost any topic and say, well, you know, this displeases me. This is just drama. I don't want to talk about this.
That's actually a great question. I don't know. I
excuse
suppose,
me, waiter.
I suppose I would just say,
where are my appetizers? I've been waiting.
Yeah, I would say I would just say it's
30 minutes, waiter.
Just instantly. Sargon, yeah, I'll talk to him. I want to have a serious conversation. I'm a serious person now, guys. I'm so serious. Instantly. I don't know why people keep doing this. People still do this to Jim. Like Fuentes did this. He was like, "No, I think we need a serious debate between me and Jim." Why? Fucking why? What is with everyone's obsessions with seriously debating trolls? But I don't understand this shit. Why would you do this?
My frittatas are getting cold.
Leave them alone.
Can I speak to your manager?
No.
This service is horrendous. I heard you were going to be pitching a big brained idea, so I wanted a front row seat to watch it.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of glad you're here, Jim.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
I am actually. I'm genuinely glad.
Hey, Ralph, can I say one thing before we hear this amazing idea?
Yeah.
20,000 viewers, and look who shows up in chat. How you doing? How you doing, Carl?
How you doing? I'm good. So, you know they keep talking about Gamergate.
No, who's they?
The left.
The collective left. Have they all gotten together to discuss this? Okay.
Yeah, they go on about it all the time. The latest one was, you know, obviously Kavanaugh, the guy who.
Like, right now there seems to be, I don't know, I've seen so many people within like the remnants, the ruins of Twitch poll mention Gamergate or talk about Gamergate. This is years ago. This is like at least 5 years ago. And this is a re-upload, so fucking maybe longer. Even then, people were like, "Shut the fuck up, please stop talking about Gamergate." And in the second video we're gonna go through, you might get that sense as well. But no one shut up. No, Gamergate was the flag flown by like the internet anarchists. The fucking, I don't mean anarchists in the political sense, but the people who wanted to, you know, this was our chance to strike at the establishment. Gamergate was the last time we won, guys. Have you seen the state of games? I don't think we won. I'm sorry, guys. We won the battles, we lost the war. Our most powerful soldiers all sold out. I'm sorry, guys. It's just what happened.
Who was alleged to have been in the room with him was a guy called Mark Judge. He apparently wrote 2 articles in support of Gamergate, citing Mr. Repsion, a YouTuber.
I did see
And
that.
obviously
We talked about on the kill stream. I don't know how many times, how often you get to catch.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago, I think.
We did talk about it on the show.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. But that's pretty recent, really. And then you think like all the other ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's recent.
Power World is amazing. Power World is amazing. Therefore, Gamergate won. At least we got our Pokemon game with guns. Do you know what? I am legitimately struggling to make a character that doesn't look like absolute shit in that game. My current character is bright blue with orange hair. I look like a fucking genie.
If you don't watch Ralph, but if you watch Ralph weekly, you heard about it when it was breaking news.
That's okay. That's great.
But no, it is great. The audience loves it. We love being on top of current events. That's what makes it so delicious to watch Ralph. He's sumptuous, don't you know?
I'm sure it does. But it's not just that, is it? There are.
You can hear him struggling. Stop joking with me, Jim. This is serious business, Jim. Why are you joking? Why are you mocking me? Poor Sargon. This was before he'd become comfortable with his smug chuckling. Now he has an entire podcast where that's basically all he does. I just want to, people always say things like, well, you've got to understand that the right-wing establishment are actually very smart and intelligent. The right-wing establishment, gave money and propped this guy up. I don't know if it helped the movement. I don't believe it.
But there are loads of other, and we could find a huge.
Please stop bullying the wait stop.
They've said about Gamergate to magnify it. I mean, I have seen the most colossal overreaches in the description and sort of influence of Gamergate coming from the left. Like the Guardian, the Independent, like shit like this. They bring up all the time, and they're always making Gamergate out to be this giant fucking boogie monster. And the FBI investigated Gamergate and found that Gamergate did nothing wrong.
I feel like I'm in a time warp. We're in 2018, right? This hashtag is dead at this point. It's been 4 years. I mean, I feel like we're talking about chinology. Should I get my Guy Fawkes mask on to talk about this gay shit?
No, you're missing the point. We're not talking about Gamergate, right? It doesn't really matter about Gamergate.
You don't get it, Jim. You don't get it, Jim. You don't understand. This is what people unironically sound like now. It's even worse, guys. Remember the glory days. Remember the glory days, guys.
Matters is the boogeyman that the left have conjured up, and they've conjured up a fucking hell of a boogeyman. And they're still afraid of it. It's still there under the surface, right? They have this kind of subconscious fear, I think, and that's why they keep bringing it up. I mean, fuck, Justin Trudeau condemned Gamergate. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Well,
right?
now, Carl, I have to be fair. I have to say it really depends on the politician now, doesn't it?
I guess it would, yeah.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, you've got to take it on a case-by-case basis.
You do.
Yeah,
and
who
on the other side might actually support Gamergate?
Who on what sides are we talking about?
Democrats and Republicans.
Who supports Gamergate in the Republican camp? I fucking don't know.
Mark Judge.
I don't.
I can tell you literally, Mark Judge, the guy who was alleged to have been in the room with Kavanaugh, supports Gamergate.
Congratulations for Mark Judge, I guess.
Yeah. But what? I guess just where are you going with this exactly?
I can't remember whether Ralph was drinking at this point, but I feel like this is one of those conversations he was having that may have caused him to become an alcoholic. People took Sargon seriously. People still take Sargon seriously. He is legitimately a broken man. Guys, we're gonna bring back Gamergate. Don't you know that politicians care about it? Oh fuck.
But isn't that funny? Isn't that just fucking amazing? Like the idea that there's a Gamergate supporter, like in the room with a guy who's alleged to have sexually assaulted the woman, who is then the center of the entire fucking like world's media for a week. That's fucking incredible.
It was a bit surreal, but what I mean, what where are you going with this though? That's what I don't.
Well, where do you think I'm going with this?
I have.
Go on, use your thinky thoughts. Where'd you... I'm gonna be honest. I think they knew. I think they knew exactly what Sargon was gonna suggest. And I think they were just sat there like, I hope he's not that dumb. I hope he's not that fucking dumb. Please. Please tell me.
I have no idea.
Sargon, I literally have no idea.
Really
You can do this.
I'm not even being sarcastic. Like you messaged me, and can I just say you messaged me and you seemed like really hype about whatever the idea was.
I'm fucking hype.
And I have no idea what you're talking about. And then you start talking about Gamergate, and I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah, this is why I'm thrilled you're here, Jim. I am fucking thrilled you're here, right? I'm thrilled that you guys, some of the core people in Gamergate, are here, so I can talk to you about this. This is exactly what I wanted. Do you not think it would be really interesting to see how far we can make this go?
Who's we? That sounds very collectivist. I thought we were individualists here, Carl.
The collective internet. Do you not think that would be funny?
Do you think anybody on the internet gives two fucks about Gamergate at this point? It's become a joke.
No, I don't, Jim. That's the point. That's the entire point.
So what is your pitch exactly? Get the band back together? Is that what you're saying? Like I don't understand.
What would look? They think Gamergate is a tremendous, universal, and categoric evil, right? Who else do they think is a categoric evil?
I feel like I'm fucking lost. What are we talking? What is your plan? What is your? I guess what's your idea? Hit us with it.
Try and use a bit of just try and look a bit ahead. Just look a bit ahead. How
if we're talking?
Guys, you don't get it. I'm a genius. I'm a genius, guys. I love how dumbfounded they sound. Just. Oh fuck. But like no wonder the online skeptics lost. This was their great thinker.
About Gamergate, I'm looking behind me, not ahead of me.
No, you're not. You're looking way ahead. But you just I don't know, you can't seem to do it, can you?
I know I can't. I need you to shine a light on it.
Think of it from the left wing's point of view, right? They are genuinely afraid of Gamergate, which is why they keep talking about Gamergate.
Is the punchline here Gamergate did 9/11? Because we made that joke already.
No, but it could be something nearly like that, like effectively like that, right? So,
but what are you saying? Like, is it what I said though? What are you saying?
Saying Gamergate raped and killed a woman behind an Arby's in 1990?
No,
that was just me, Gator, not Gamergate.
Yes,
right? yes.
So again, if Gamergate is the eternal boogeyman, what would be the worst thing?
Oh shit, Gator sounds like a more evolved Evan. Oh, one day I'll go over Gator. Gator's got some weird shit to him, man. Like Gator's one of these people that basically when he left the kill stream, he kind of disappeared a little bit, but he is still around. He's doing a lot of VTuber shit, apparently. He's almost taken a similar trajectory and content to where Flam was going for a while. But there's definitely some fucking weird shit with him.
That Donald Trump could do.
He's not going to co-sign Gamergate. He doesn't even know what it is.
But it could tweet out hashtag Gamergate? Is that what you're like?
Most people have no idea what Gamergate was or is. I don't think you realize that it's a thing on the internet, but most people have.
So yeah, we talked about this before.
I of course know exactly what Gamergate was because I was in it.
Yeah, we all know.
I wouldn't start presuming what people are thinking like that.
We all know. I'm just saying the public at large probably maybe 25%. Yeah. Now everybody on Twitter knows what the fuck it is. You know, a lot of the journalists and stuff know what it is, but as far as the public at large, they don't.
Okay, how do you get black people to join the alt-right?
Give them watermelons.
Fucking Christ. Why would you ask these questions to this group? Hey guys, I'm coming in for a serious strategy meeting on your live comedy show. Guys, I need you to think. This is big time, guys. I mean, let's be honest. Give them watermelons is probably the most tame answer anyone in this fucking call could have given.
Bad humor. Come on, my fellow white nigger. I know you like those jokes.
Honestly, I thought that was a bit slow. You get Hillary Clinton to denounce the alt-right.
Wait, sorry, was there a punchline? I could only hear crickets.
It's not.
Oh, you're being serious. I'm sorry.
It's already happened, Jim. This is documented and verifiable. When Hillary Clinton denounced the alt-right, loads of black people took to Twitter saying, well, I guess I'm alt-right then. And I was speaking to a few of the alt-right people, and they were freaking the fuck out, thinking the idea that a bunch of black people are going to invade a white supremacist movement, because nobody really knew. And so Hillary Clinton kind of set the narrative on it.
I mean,
Listen to the silence. I think that actually it's totally happening, guys. It's totally happening. Just like my plan to get YouTube to love us. that was an actual Sargon plan, by the way. That's how we'll win YouTube, guys. We'll show we're on their side. I don't know if they bring up during the stream. I've got a feeling that they do. Fuck, this man was retarded. The skeptic's great thinker.
I don't have like official membership numbers from the alt-right, but is there any evidence
No, I
that
don't
caused
have
a spike?
official numbers either.
Okay, yeah.
It was just, people, you'd see a lot of people on Twitter sort of freaking out about it. And understandably so. I mean, if you're a white supremacist, the last thing you want is black people stealing your movement or something. That's pretty...
Yeah, I mean,
funny.
I remember her speech and everything. I actually thought that was a tactical mistake. She wasted a whole day of campaigning, bitching about, fucking
massive
Breitbart and
shock.
Pepe the Frog. I mean, what was that all about? She, anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, but imagine them whinging about that to the point where Hillary Clinton feels the need, and Justin Trudeau feel the need to denounce Gamergate, effectively the alt-right.
How does this help you? How does this help you, Kip? This sounds like you would
helping UKIP.
Well, but you're talking in American context or Canadian context. I thought you were kind of jumping in the political cycle over there. How does this help them?
I'm not.
Hey, Sargon, you know how you started a political career in the UK? Maybe stay there. Have you thought about fucking off, buddy?
Saying it helps anyone. Are you guys about helping people, are you?
I legit have no idea what you're going for.
I wouldn't come to you if I wanted help, Jim. Let's be honest. I mean, I saw the last stream you did where you're saying, I don't care about anyone here. I don't care about Ralph. We don't come to you for help, Jim. We come to you for
you already did, and I told you no, Sargon.
Listen, right? If someone comes to you at all, it's because they want a god almighty troll, a troll to end all trolls. That's what they come to you for.
Okay,
Okay, I want to be really clear. Sargon saying this is in hindsight of a call. I think it's in hindsight of the next call we're going to watch. But Sargon is saying this now. For a long time, Sargon, Ralph, a load of the others from Gamergate, they came to Jim not because they thought he was a troll, but because they thought he was potentially somebody who could lead them into the new age. Jim to the skeptics was basically Anakin Skywalker. Oh fuck! I refuse to do the Moonha thing. But the whole you were meant to save the movement, not destroy it kind of thing is so accurate to how they were seeing him. They wanted him to take over. They wanted him to be the big in charge, big brother. But no, all they got was stepfather Sargon. Even Thunderfoot was done. Thunderfoot was probably the most legitimate of all of them because of his credentials, and he did not give a fuck. He thought, there's one Discord call that Thunderfoot was ever in around this period, and it was to do with the Crown Tea drama. He installed Discord, and then he said, it kind of worked. I joined a call and then I didn't hear anything and then I deleted it. Hence the Big Daddy Jim meme. Yeah, I mean, the Daddy Jim meme's probably a little bit different, but I think a lot of people view Jim as dad of the internet. It's interesting. Jim once called himself 8chan guy when he was talking about, I think it was against, I want to say Aetherthorn, who was a big 4chaner. And Jim had been around a long time, and I think that's what lent him a lot of legitimacy in their eyes. The fact that he'd never really been taken down, the Quinspiracy videos were kind of the foundation of where the Gamergate movement coalesced in the early period after Monday Matt got flagged. And everyone else was kind of riding the coattails. I mean, Sargon's content was essentially, hey, this leftist wrote an article. Let's read the article. Or This Week in Stupid. Fuck. God, I know we talk about content being bad now, but I don't think people realize what a fucking enlightened age we are in. For at least going, do people remember React videos? Are any of you old enough to remember fucking React videos? I'm going to put a video out, and then the first thing you'll see is a reaction video of somebody trying to tear it apart. Oh, not Jinx, not reaction videos. Like, so YouTube used to have a feature where essentially somebody would put a video out, like this happened to Tealdo quite a lot. Like, I always think of Tealdo when I think of this. And they'd put a video out. Somebody else would take that video, cut it up in an editor, and then add their own critiques in. And then the first thing you'd see would be the response videos. React's the wrong fucking word. What's wrong with me? And those would go back and forth. Now we don't do that. Now we have tomfoolery. We have tomfoolery watching a stream of somebody watching his stream where he's watching their stream, and everyone just wants to kill themselves. And actually, yeah, no, I take it back. It's worse. It's worse now. It's legitimately fucking worse.
I just want to hear the pitch idea, because
I'm still.
The
really not
last time you pitched me an idea, okay, and I you can go reread the conversation.
Also, we need mods. I feel like we need mods. I need to, can I wrench people? What's the command to wrench people? Is it just /mod? Who am I modding? I feel like it feels weird to see no wrenches. Okay. You could select someone randomly. Is Hoth even here? Does Hoth want to continue being the mod? So, let's see if this works. Maybe it'll work. Is it the same commands? Does that work? Nope. No. Okay. Go over their name and click the 3 dots and make them a mod. There's 3 dots? Oh, there's 3 dots! Exactly. Oh, what? I can't mod anyone. Okay. Okay. It's because I'm just an editor. I'm just an editor, guys. I'm very hurt. Okay. I'll have to get my I'll have to get my co-host. My co-host. He's wrenched. Okay, we can wrench people. I swear to God, I refuse to just wrench tons of random people, okay? We're not doing that. I might give people wrenches just to take them away and see people freak out. That's always funny.
Conversation was on Skype. And Google was.
I don't care.
I want to just make the record clear.
I'll tell you exactly what the goal is.
When Google was crushing, why won't you let me finish my point? When Google
because you're making a silly point.
You just don't want to be embarrassed. I know you don't want to be embarrassed. Let me finish my story. Sargon.
Let me finish my story, Sargon. Let me just finish, Sargon. Let me finish the story.
You let me talk, won't you? You'll let me talk.
Yes, let's talk one at a time.
Thank you. It's a big boy conversation.
Do you want the pitch or not?
You really don't want this story out there, do you?
Jim, you've done a stream about it, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Jim, just release it. I don't care. Just release it.
I just want to go over the conversation. The last great idea you had, the big-brained idea you had before about Google and how you could fight back against the apocalypse. Was by taking.
What was it? I can't remember.
You were so excited. You told me, Jim, we just have to tell everybody that we're Google's friends. We have to, if we appease you quite literally.
Yeah,
if we appease Google, Google will fight for us and give us our money back.
Well,
and
it turns out that there was a lot of information we
retarded.
didn't have there. Did that come out afterwards?
Well, who told you it was a bad idea, though? I told you that's how it was going to play out, and you were so convinced. I was like, "Go for it," because it's just a terrible idea.
Right.
So I want to hear. I want to hear your next idea. I want to hear your next.
Did you see the good sensor thing?
I did. We read the entire article on there.
We read the Breitbart leaks. Yep.
Yeah. Was that all out when I had that conversation with you?
Well, it's just kind of common sense. Why would you expect a mega corporation to give two fucks about a bunch of little YouTubers?
I don't know. Maybe,
Sargon,
maybe not.
You thought if you were their friends, they were going to protect you. It was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
So, this is foreshadowing. This is foreshadowing. Ralph is sat in a call with Jim while he's like, "You thought if people were your friends, they'd help you," and Ralph sat there all smug. But little does he know, in a few years' time, the walls will come crashing down, Ralph. There are no friends on the internet, okay? Except for me and Xylee. We're friends. That's it, though. Fuck everyone else.
Maybe it's not. Who knows?
Well, no, obviously it was, because we've seen how it played out with the leaks.
Okay.
That's great. So I want to hear what your next great idea is.
That one thing was true and one thing was false. Okay.
I want to hear what your next great idea.
What the fuck? I thought we were cool. It's so weird to get flamed by the fucking channel while I'm streaming on this channel. Listen, we're more business partners. Our relationship is professional, Jenny. Okay, let's not give any of the crazy people any ideas. Okay.
Yeah, so how does Gamergate take?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually interested. Like, I don't know where you're going with this, man. I really just don't know. Like, I'm completely lost. I'm lost.
I can't believe that you haven't figured it out yet.
Well, the only thing I could figure out, it sounded like you were talking about resurrecting Gamergate. That's the only thing I could figure out. But maybe I'm off base. I don't know.
Okay. Gamergate, obviously, it doesn't exist anymore, right? It's not an activist movement on the internet anymore, right? We all understand this, right? So whenever I say Gamergate, I'm not saying us as activists doing things for ethics and video games journalism or against, for any. We're not participating in Gamergate anymore, right?
Listen to him lay it out.
I pulled the shit on that shit.
Bravo, well done. Yeah, you guys are fab, right? Now,
wait, you quit Gamergate too, Sargon. Don't act like
you did. You said it was over.
You made a big public thing about quitting Gamergate. Don't act like we did the only ones.
Did I make a big public thing about quitting Gamergate? You sure there wasn't Jim?
Oh no, I wanted people to know how many faggots were involved in that movement. Yeah, you're absolutely.
No, but you did. You actually did. I mean, you put out a video like Gamergate's over, work done. I mean, am I off base? Like, I mean, if I'm wrong, you can.
But that doesn't mean I'm like quitting anything. That just means
okay.
Well,
right? You said so.
But anyway,
all right. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. Getting back to it, right? So, but the idea of Gamergate is now imprinted in the narrative of the left, right?
I mean, I still see people talk about it from time to time.
Imagine getting this kind of response and just refusing to take the hint. I feel like every streamer who takes themselves seriously should be made to sit down and watch this stream specifically. It's like, if you hit this point, maybe just take a holiday. Maybe just take a holiday for like 3 weeks. And come back when you're less retarded.
Yeah, it's usually like scare tactics from the media and stuff. Yeah, it's
scare tactics. They're worried about another Gamergate coming along.
Does he think this is just banter with his friends? It's really difficult to tell. So Sargon was in not a good state. The debate with Richard Spencer really shook him. He'd kind of, over the years, Sargon had gone from somebody who was just making anti-SJW content to someone who'd taking himself quite seriously. He was reading theory, it's interesting watching President Sunday and President Sunday being like, I was a Sargon fan, because I feel like Sargon is to blame for President Sunday in so many fucking ways. But he was taking himself quite seriously at the time. He wanted other people to take him seriously. There was a video like a few years before this happened where he basically got out this bronze Gladys style sword, and he was waving this thing around on stream and being like, I forged this, guys. I forged this with my own hands. I learned how to forge it, to create the old ways. And it was just the most fucking bizarre stream. He was like, I need to read more. I need to educate myself better because we need to keep the traditional stuff alive. And it was fucking weird. Did he lose the debate with Spencer? Oh yeah. It was a fucking massacre. Like, it reached the point where Spencer was just openly fucking mocking him. Like, Spencer started talking to, I think it was Styx who was on the, like, Sargon side, I think. But Sargon kept trying to make points by the end, and Spencer was like, look, I'm not interested in fucking talking to you, you're an idiot. But it's because Sargon, for years, all he had to deal with was SJWs and feminists. He knew how to argue with those people. But when he was up against someone like Spencer, he did not have any fucking idea how to attack him. Like, Spencer would say things like, Spencer would propose the ethno-state. Spencer proposed the ethno-state and was like, people want to live amongst their own race. If we do that, everyone will be fucking happy. It will be great. And Sargon rightly said, okay, cool. What about the economic problems? Spencer turns around and says, well, no one cares about economics, Sargon. No one cares about economics, Sargon. And Sargon just lets it go. It's like, are you retarded? Everyone cares about economics. That's like political, like, science 101. If you want to win an election, you talk about economics. Like, because that's what most people are going to gravitate towards. Sargon just lets go, and the whole debate is like that. Sargon makes a reasonable point. Spencer says he's wrong. Sargon doesn't push it and then he just smugly chuckles. And Sargon had two major Sargonisms. He'd start a debate by saying, "Oh yeah, no, I'm really tired, guys. Yeah, it's really, I'm just a little sleepy. Oh, it's so late here. Oh." And then he'd fuck off at the first available opportunity, and then he'd do this smug chuckle. And, you know, it was just to cover up the fact that he didn't really have a point. Yes, this was the great thinker of the anti-SJW skeptic community. Holy fuck, no wonder they failed.
Don't really think they are, to be honest with you.
Holy shit, Sunday does all those things? Yes! That's why I'm saying Sunday has like loads of Sargonisms. It's really interesting. I don't think most people ever watched, like, most people who like watch or interact with Sunday didn't watch a lot of Sargon, so they don't really notice as well. But yeah, Sunday is covered in Sargonisms.
I think they've got their own agenda going forward.
You're just saying it for the sake of saying it.
Sargon, what's dumb as fuck is saying, let's do Gamergate 2.0. I'd rather fuck myself with a rake than do that.
I know that's where you went. You don't know what the proposal is yet, but you've made assumptions.
What you're building up to sure sounds dumb, but okay, I guess I can admit I'm wrong. If you've got a better angle, let's hear it.
Yeah, I do. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. I reckon we can get Donald Trump to defend Gamergate.
No.
Why not?
But why would he, though? You just said Gamergate was over. Like,
why would he? Why would he? The fucking...
Why would he? Why would he, guys? And Sargon struggles for an answer to this question. Sargon, your idea sounds a bit retarded. Retarded? Is it? Is it, guys?
In chief, why would he defend Gamergate? Oh, there are lots of reasons.
I mean, usually he kind of gets
one
stuff that's like breaking news. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like it seems to be
what would the benefit
everything.
even be to that? I mean, he's already made comments about Charlottesville, where he said there was violence on both sides. They got angry for like a week or two. It was in the mainstream media, and then they didn't give a shit. So, let's say he does go and say Gamergate wasn't a big deal. You got a news blurb, and then nobody cares again.
They still talk about Charlottesville all the time.
So you wanna try to trick Donald Trump into talking about Gamergate?
Why would I need to trick him?
Well, because he's not obviously done it himself, so you're going to have to spur that along.
I don't think he knows anything about Gamergate.
Of course he doesn't. Most people don't.
Yeah, but you literally implied that he knew something, right? I obviously.
Listen, Sargon. My point is. Let me say this real quick. My point is, he usually gets involved in stuff. He very much avidly follows the media, but he usually gets involved in like breaking news stories or hot cultural topics, like kneeling at the NFL games and stuff like that. This is kind of a.
So, one thing that I do think's interesting, having watched people recently go over Gamergate, like super recently, because that was like, I think it's because Brianna Wu's come into like the politics space. There's been a lot of recontextualizing of Gamergate, which I found pretty interesting, both on the defense and the attack side. And a lot of people, the problem with talking about Gamergate is Gamergate's not really a straightforward thing. There is no confirmed narrative for Gamergate. You've got basically two competing ones for its start points, which is the Zoe Quinn stuff, and whether Zoe Quinn was what's a good way to put this? The question is, should Gamergate have focused on Zoe Quinn the way it did, and then it expanded into kind of the NTSJW stuff? Was her boyfriend actually just vindictive? All these kind of random questions. And because it's so fucking far away timeline-wise in the internet, most people are barely even going to know half those things happened. Like, we keep talking about Brianna Wu as like, yeah, that was a key part of Gamergate. I mean, it was, but it also desperately fucking wasn't. She was kind of a Johnny-come-lately to the discourse and involvement in it, in comparison to even people like Sarkeesian, who was far more prominent. So watching that recontextualization is very depressing. And this is like 5 years ago, and even then most people who were involved were like, yeah, no one really understands what the fuck happened, because it was a fucking mess.
Like, about not getting back together with the girl who cheated on him. Like, Donald Trump,
but that was before he was president, so now he picks his battles a little more carefully.
Understands the importance of culture.
Sure.
The real problem is all the grifters are still around. Yeah. Look, a lot of people made a lot of money off this, and it kind of launched their careers. You know, people went in different directions, but that's where a lot of people made those connections, started to get ideas of what they could do. I mean, Baked Alaska is a really interesting one for this, because during this period, Baked Alaska was doing this whole IP2 thing. He was streaming with a load of other people. There's a really interesting stream where Jim's just calling him a fucking idiot. It's amazing to me as well that the Quartering has a career. It's just shocking. Like, you'll see, like, we'll do a few of the kill streams, but you'll see like the Quartering pop up, and he is somehow even more boring now. Actually, no, he's more boring now. But I remember there was a big thing with Quartering being like, you know, I fought in the trenches, guys. I have bled for this movement, and you know, I've stood up, I've been counted, I've got legitimacy. You got beaten up by a trans woman. You got beaten up by a trans woman at a fucking like convention. And this is the person who wanted to be taken seriously.
Sure, I agree with that. Yeah.
And he gets involved. He gets directly involved belligerently.
The only one slowly offing himself is Ethan. I don't know. Coach Red Pill's kind of speedrun it.
Also true, but Gamergate's not really a thing now, though.
I know. Look, the fact that the left still remembers it like a wound is why it's important, right? For them, I don't think they were expecting this kind of consumer revolt, this revolt from the bottom. I really don't think they were expecting it, and I think it's really freaked them out. I mean, like, I'll probably go
rip and pepperoni.
The Guardian coverage in the last year or something on Gamergate, and like the independent coverage, because they still make articles about it. They still talk about it. They still fear it. And if we get Donald Trump just to tweet out, I mean, just a tweet that mentions the hashtag Gamergate, it doesn't even necessarily matter how he uses it. Man, the blue check marks are going to shit their fucking pants. You are going to see the spurging of a lifetime. Donald Trump supports Gamergate. They are going to flip their fucking shit.
I'd rather see him talk about Veronica's. Hey, hear me, guys? Gangweed? What's up? What's up, my fellow gamers? Rise up! Time for the jokers to take it back.
But who cares, man? Don't you think it would be so fucking funny to watch them do this? Like, the reactions would be.
Well, how do you propose to do that? Like, I don't know. I just think it's unlikely to see him go out.
Multiple points. whenever Sargon speaks, I hear this little voice in my head that's just like the narrator. No one thought this would be funny. No one thought this would be a good idea. Spoiler tags. Ethan Ralph is the embodiment of a Trailer Park Boys character. Yeah, oh fuck. Like he had like a small gap where he seemed to be getting better. I don't know what he's like now. I might need to watch Stars Debate with Rachel and see what his hosting is like.
You do
Sure, I'm not
hashtag
saying-
Ooh, YouTube. Evening merit.
Gamergate.
I'm not saying it's guaranteed, you know, and this is why I'm not saying I can do it on my own.
Are you trolling
But I-
us right now? Like, what is this? Like,
This
I don't know.
reminds me of
why
that
would I
Millennial
troll you?
Woes conversation you had where you're like, dude, Millennial Woes, you should act like an SJW. That's a super smart thing.
Yeah,
This sounds like
acting like an
smart
SJW
shit.
would get the white nationalists legitimacy.
Oh, these are some big brained ideas.
I
It's
just
undeniably true.
Holy shit, man. Do you have a
They're
war
bringing
room
back
plan this out
segregation
in?
to college campuses, dumbass. I mean, like, it legitimately.
Listen to the Sargon rage. Listen to the Sargon rage. This has become a Sundayism as well. If someone doesn't take Sunday seriously, he'll be like, "Ah, don't you understand? Don't you understand, you dumbass?" I feel like studying Sargon is the study of Sunday. Maybe this is a transferable knowledge base.
Anyway, that's not. I don't want to talk about that, right?
No, I'm just
So-
saying this is the same quality argument. I'm really enjoying this. So you okay? So
I
let's say
don't-
you're
I
right
don't-
and you
don't
get
care,
Donald Trump.
Jim.
You obviously do. Why are you here pitching the idea to people if you don't
Yeah,
care?
well, yeah, but you whether you're like, oh, I don't like it. Okay, fine, don't like it, but you haven't even let me finish it.
Oh, there's more.
Ralph's asking
Fuck, I'm sorry. I'll let you go.
questions,
No, no.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
you're right. You're right. If there's
Yeah,
more, I want to
you're
hear more.
you're the crab at the bottom of the bucket that can't see the rest to get out, aren't you?
I don't know. I mean, do you want to compare
Well, I
stream
do know.
numbers,
Jim.
Carl?
You keep saying I
Do you-
don't know.
do you
but
wanna-
that's
do
the
you wanna- do you
problem.
wanna compare
That's
stream
genuinely the
numbers?
problem.
What did you do
You
last night?
genuinely don't know
Was it
what's going on,
16?
Jim.
Was it 1600, Carl? And when Ralph was hitting 8, that's pretty sad. That's why you're here, isn't it?
I
'Cause
don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody wanted to listen
I
to
didn't
your
hear the
idea
beginning
on
of
your
your sentence because
1600
I was
viewer
talking.
stream.
Jim.
But you come onto the Ralph retort
You
after
still
saying
can't
it's
hear
shit
me
for
when I'm
months
talking.
because he's got 8,000
I'm sorry.
viewers.
I don't
You
know
should
what
be
you're
sorry.
talking
That's
about.
really embarrassing. I mean, it is super
It's
embarrassing.
tremendously.
It is. You're
It's interesting now how we like count numbers. I do think that's kind of funny because these streams got insane amounts. Just insane. I think Warski's debate with Spencer was like the overall views of that stream were hundreds of thousands. But like even live, I think it was like 20,000 people watching. And it's just a different fucking ballpark. God, fucking. Do you think Ralph ever looks back on this and be like, I had 8,000 viewers? I had 8,000 viewers listening to Sargon give me his retarded take. And now nobody cares. Nobody's watching. Poor Ralph.
the crab at the bottom of the bucket. Ralph's sitting on top right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pinching his ass trying to get attention
Bucket, I
for
get
your
interested
Gamergate
in
2 idea. Holy shit.
Jim, do you mind letting me finish Ralph's
Oh,
question?
no, I want to hear this. Please, more.
Why were you talking so much then?
Don't ask me questions if you want to speak.
I
You're
didn't
going to get
ask you
answers.
questions.
Go,
You
go.
interrupted. Why did you interrupt when I was trying to answer Ralph's question?
Shakes his Annie
I'm
berries.
being silent so you could talk. Go.
Yeah, but I'm asking you a question now.
You,
Why do you keep talking, Jim? You keep asking me questions. Will you keep talking? Okay, well, I'm not going to talk. I'm asking you a question. Sargon is actually retarded.
you're asking me why I'm
did you
answering your
interrupt me when I
questions.
was trying to answer Ralph's question? Why'd you do that?
Sometimes you say shit that's so stupid and stunning that I have to say something. It's like a tick. It's almost impossible
didn't
not to say
actually-
something.
I didn't actually finish my sentence before you jumped in.
Okay, well, I'm very sorry. I guess it's like your debate at MythCon.
No,
Shut up,
I'm
shut
just
up, shut up, shut up, Carl.
just
Shut up,
saying,
shut up,
you-
shut up, shut up, shut up, Carl. Let me talk.
That's kind of how I feel that you're acting. Yeah.
I'm acting like you? Yeah, I better
That's
stop.
how he
I
sounds.
don't want to pull that look off.
Do you think that that's a good idea?
Aw.
Maybe you should stop.
To act like you? No, fuck no.
I agree.
Next thing you know, I'll be
Completely
giving out of context quotes about the age of the child. No, let's go.
Look, Jim. You can carry on interrogating teenagers about the size of their boyfriend's penises all you want. It's just.
Hey,
weird.
Carl, don't
Weird.
get upset. I
I
mean,
I
it-
don't even know what the
I
context
love how
of that
you
is.
tried. I love how you tried black PR and it blew up in your face because you're fucking retarded. Black PR, yeah. Oh, I don't get the conversation Jim's having, and now I'm getting accused of the same shit that I tried using. Depends on the child, doesn't it, Carl?
Okay, Jim. Yeah,
Does it depend on the child, Carl? Does it depend on the
was
child?
all black people.
It's all
black
by case basis. So
Okay, for anyone who's lacking the context of depends on the age of the child, Sargon, for some reason, fuck, I need to find that stream. He was talking to somebody, I've got a feeling it was Amos, where he was debating with Amos and I'm again assuming it's Amos, and conceded that the age of a child's development was was variable. Sargon, the great thinker, concedes that child rape may be okay. What fucking retard.
you're cool. It's case by case basis. We get you, champ. We know what you're talking about.
Jim, it is scientifically verifiable that people hit puberty on a case by case.
Oh no,
basis.
please tell me about your
It's
ingenious
scientifically
ideas
verifiable.
about 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds having sex. You're so smart. You're so smart, Carl.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate that. Now, Ralph,
no, you're genius.
what was your question again, man? Sorry.
You said there was more to the proposal, I guess, and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, this one, I can't do this all on my own, obviously. Basically, okay, so the way that it seems that the political sphere works is that all of these people act within bubbles, right? And obviously they're very sensitive to perception. This is why social justice activism has worked so well, because the SJWs act as a mob. They email, they tweet, they shame. You know, they are constantly filling the sort of input, the social media input of these people with the sort of thing that they want them to hear, obviously. And this is how they end up kind of influencing and like washing over an institution. And that's part of it. You know, another part of it is they have activists that go and speak to these people directly, like in Sarkeesian.
This is actually not true. This kind of shows how retarded Sargon was, because to be fair to Sargon, a lot of people thought this was true, and it's because they didn't work in corporate environments. It's because they didn't really interact with politicians. A lot of this was to do with the fact they were easy moral stances to take, that you didn't have to do anything. The demands of like the SJWs were, hey guys, wouldn't it be great if everyone was equal? Yeah, that would be great. That seems like a really easy political platform to hold. That's like all you have to do is tweet. You don't even have to do anything serious with it. And for years they didn't. Corporations do this. They're like, oh, we need to do diversity and inclusivity training. But if you ever pull, like, so some companies are pretty open about their demographics. Depending on where you are, you're expected to be. None of it seems to have had large-scale impacts, because the change is just really in HR departments. But realistically speaking, companies are just like, yeah, what's going to make us profit? What's going to make us look good? And the anti-SJW skeptic movement didn't really present any of that, because, like, publicly speaking and media speaking, it was so wildly unpopular. It was just really hard to frame. And again, Sargon was sat there, you know, when he entered politics, I mean, it feels fucking stupid to say Sargon entered politics, but he was sat there being, you know, having to answer for fucking rape jokes and shit. It was fucking ridiculous. These people, no wonder they lost. No wonder they fucking lost.
You know, she ends up going to, well, Intel. I mean, she got like the UN. You know,
My voice sounds familiar.
how the fuck did she get there?
It's because I have the voice that all Americans assume British people have.
Well, I know how she got there now. You know, I've actually been doing it myself. This is how this works.
Hold on, your name is Beckett. Yeah, my name is Beckett.
And you can make this a remarkably efficient.
My username is Beckett.
If you have
I'm not the Craig one though.
him narrative.
Fuck the Craig one. I feel like I'm gonna have to do this a lot.
And if you have a particular like group that is opposed to you politically, who you can demonstrate have interactions with you, it's very easy
Extreme.
to get
Jesus.
people already opposed to them to be sympathetic to your side, and with good reason. I mean, obviously, it's sensible that would be the case. Why wouldn't you want to find allies and stuff like that? And so I think that with a kind of combined effort of the internet, we could essentially craft a narrative, because you have to sell to people, explain that this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, that's a lot more fair about what happened in Gamergate. And I think that we can effectively get very important people to say that Gamergate did nothing wrong.
I just look. I came here. This is blowing my mind. I'm not gonna lie. You've blown my mind. I was sitting here. We had a lot of ideas just about what is he up to? What is he planning? This did not come up on the list.
Not at all what I was.
This did not come up the list. But one thing I did when I said I'm gonna come in here. Even though we've been talking shit about Sargon, he's been talking shit about us. Like, I'm gonna keep an open mind. If it's a great idea, it's a great idea. You know what I mean? No matter who it comes from. I don't know. I don't see what you're doing here with this, really. I mean,
I think that I've made myself quite clear. I want to.
You want to get people to come out and say Gamergate did nothing wrong.
Biggest troll. I want to see. I mean, there will be nothing more autistic than watching the response to them seeing Trump support Gamergate.
Why would anybody? Okay, but so what benefit is that to Trump? You want Trump to create a situation where Gamergate looks good? That sounds fucking retarded.
How is that not beneficial to Trump, Jim?
Because what?
Oh shit! I remember you. Sorry, I got distracted. That happens. I like to be remembered. Well, do I? Yeah, I do. Fuck it.
I feel like I'm having a fucking short circuit.
Blame Xylee. Blame Xylee and Matt Pitt. Anyone's like, why the fuck is Beckett on YouTube? Blame Xylee and blame Matt Pitt. Those fuckers.
I am alone on this?
No, I really don't, and I'm not even trying to be mean. Like I said, I'm trying to keep a fair amount. I just don't understand. Like, if Gamergate was happening today, like,
you can't blame me.
Gamergate, I have no doubt that President Trump would probably be right in the middle of that shit, fucking around,
right?
Because he's a huge troll. But Gamergate is like smoldering. We talked about it earlier. It's dead. Now there are some people hanging out on Kotaku in Action, and they actually think it's still going. It's not going. It's been done for a long time.
Gamergate is gone. Okay, we're not dealing with an organism of people on the internet called Gamergate.
He's so desperate. Please, guys, please understand. Oh fuck. Okay, we might have to switch. We might have to switch. Sargon of Akkad reveals Libera's secret plan to save the West. Fuck. Okay, that might go into the that might feed into the next video as well. Okay.
That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is the perception in the journalists' minds and in the verified checkmarks' heads of what Gamergate is. Because they don't just think Gamergate was an activist movement, right? They think that Gamergate is a latent part of every community. That there are going to be people who are going to say, no, we don't care about your moral shaming. We're pro-racism or something like that. And then, fuck you. Because that's how they perceive it. That's what they think. It's not what we think.
Okay, they're going to loop for a bit. Let's, Oh, fuck, it's this. Yeah, okay, this clip. Jesus Christ.
Seriously, the alt-right just lack ambition, in my opinion. Oh, we want an ethno state. No, you want to fuck everyone out of existence. I mean,
so basically, let me get this straight, right? If you're a woman, you are not allowed to have interracial sex, but if you're a man...
No. If in your country, you just, protect the sort of like genetic boundaries of your country. If you look at each gene like a nation state or something, right, then you think of it from a geopolitical strategic sort of worldview. So it's like, okay, well, we need women are basically like.
For those who don't know, V was one of Sargon's little capos. Oh, poor V.
The home guard. If brown people come into your country,
a capo, yeah. Basically, V and a couple of others were known for going to other people's streams and communities and being like, "Hey guys, Sargon has a plan. Sargon will save us, guys. It'll be fine." I'm feeding information back to Carl. I wonder if they still talk. I know because SFO was another one of those kind of like Sargon lieutenants. Somebody actually called him that to me recently, and I know they still chat and hang out. But I wonder whether V and Sargon ever talk. I wonder if they just phone each other. Hey V, I miss you. Miss you too, Sargon. I remember the good old days. Can we go back? Can we go back, Sargon?
It is the responsibility of the women to give them white.
The rich man with a plan. True.
Alt-right was complaining that Lauren Southern had a relationship with a half-black guy. It's like, no, that would be a moral imperative for white women to find half non-white people and then breed with them. White women are not allowed to breed with pure, or at least apparently pure white men. That's like a woman should be like, look at that half black, half white guy. I'm going to go have babies with him and improve the, spread the white genes.
I'm gonna have to talk to my wife about this, though, Sargon. I don't know if she's gonna be down for this plan.
God, fuck. Okay. We'll watch a little bit more of this, and then we'll go to the next call.
Think, obviously, because that's nuts. But that's why they're nuts. But that's their perception.
I just don't think there's any real juice in it, if you know what I mean.
Are you insane?
So when Trump does this, he tends to do it for electoral benefit. Yeah, he loves trolling the left. He loves fucking with these journalists.
Serious? Dude,
but
he trolls them all the fucking time.
yeah, but it's for voting purpose.
So it's just like, oh my god. Yeah, it was a weird time on the internet. Can you imagine saying that now? Hey guys. We're gonna save the West through a breeding plan. That's the goal. Fuck. So retarded. Oh, people take this seriously, holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh fuck. I remember like during the unspeakable times where we were all left inside, where we couldn't go out. I remember people being like, oh, if you get the little pokey, you're gonna become retarded. They're gonna control your brain. It's like, nah. You're always retarded, guys. Come on.
So you see the NFL. The NFL is the biggest fucking sport in the country, if not the world. So when he jumps into something like the kneeling thing, he knows that's going to rile up his base and actually benefit him electorally. The cultural issues he jumps into, he tends to be thinking about, winning elections and riling up the base.
This is Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph explaining electoral politics to Sargon of Akkad because he'd lost his fucking mind. The Gunt is explaining. Don't you get it, Sargon? Don't you understand why your idea is fucking stupid?
Base. And I don't know that. Well, I mean, I'm just making an observation. I mean, of course, I can't read the man's mind, but
you're guessing.
Well, that's all anybody can do when we talk about somebody's action. Somebody's actions.
Guessing, or have I had conversations with people who might know the man personally and figured out something that you might be able to
degree
do?
away. Yep.
Bannon has no clout in the White House anymore. You do know that, right?
I didn't say Bannon had clout in the White House.
Yeah. I don't know who you talk to. However,
you do know who I talk to.
Look, you know what? I won't even dispute
exactly
that. I'm sure Bannon probably still does have conversations with Trump. I'm not gonna dispute that, but I just think the idea of the Gamergate. I just don't see why Trump would do that. Now, of course, Bannon was intimately involved with Gamergate behind the scenes.
Hang on, man. Hang on. You've said it yourself. Trump is a giant troll. Trump is a giant troll. You said it repeatedly in this conversation, and you're right.
Yeah, he is.
But you don't. No, listen, right. I can't tell you what I've been told, but you don't even understand the depths of how much he enjoys trolling, right? And I can't. I'm not getting.
I know we're just having the Mama Match drama, and I don't want to talk about the Mama Match drama, but I was watching some old footage from one of the streams a while ago, and one thing that occurs to me is whenever anyone comes to you and says, I can't tell you what I've been told, but I know things. I've got the information, I can't share it yet. Just trust me, guys. Publicly, you should be highly fucking skeptical of that shit. You should be so fucking skeptical, because if you've got something, you either A, want to keep the fucking shut up about it and see how people feel about it, or B, if you can't talk about it, maybe it's not as solid as you think it is. And I know people want to drum up support. They want to drum up interest, but if you're trying to actually get people to do things, you need to give more. That should be the new internet standard. If anything comes out of the Mama Mac stuff, I don't want to see this shit happen again. That should be the internet standard. Show me the fucking logs. I don't want to hear shit out of you until I can see the logs, so I can see some proof. I want a written note from Trump when the next time people tell me something about him. Okay.
It was all off the records. I'm not going to say anything. But this is a fact. Trump is a troll, and we know he is. He likes to make.
It's all off the record, guys.
You understand you're coming on a stream and making a public statement that you've talked to people in the
Well,
know
maybe
that
you
are
should try and
familiar.
sabotage it by sending it to whoever.
Sargon,
Go, Jenny,
shut-
go.
Oh
Send
my
the
god,
phone
you're
keys.
such a pretentious cunt. Will you
Fucking-
just let me talk?
You're not
You're
listening.
the idiot saying you want to set up this trolling op, and then here you are openly talking about it because you're fucking stupid. And then you're saying you know people that know
Well,
Trump and that he's in on the know on it, you dumb fuck.
I didn't say he's in on the
Publicly.
know. I told Jim, you keep doing this. You make up shit.
God, you're stupid.
I
You're so
didn't say
fucking dumb.
he's
It's
in on
painful.
it.
What is the matter with you?
I didn't say he's in on it.
How many things do you have to fucking murder and touch and
I
latch
don't think
onto
you
and
should
kill?
get into that, Jim. You're currently in the
No,
middle
really,
of what, murdering
how
a
many
third
things do you need to
agency?
fucking murder and
Jim,
co-op
you're the one
Sargon?
who does that. I'm trying to
How
actually
many
achieve something
burnt
here.
bodies need to be in the pyre for you to be satisfied?
I don't know. How big's your pile?
Way less than yours, man.
I don't think it is, Jim.
You're
I
the fucking.
don't
You're,
think
oh,
it is,
listen to
sunshine,
Chatelet,
is it?
listen
you
to
actually
Mr.
have the one-
Chatelet here. Okay,
you are the
Kekarino.
guy
Okay,
who
yeah,
has
let's
a
have a
series of
conversation.
people with character statements against your character for you being a bully all the way through.
I'm
for the
such a
last
bully.
10
Name the
years,
bully,
Jim,
Sargon.
which
Has
is
Bully
why you
Hunter
keep going
77
off,
shown up?
Different
Bully Hunter
aliases
77
and all this sort of
answered the
nonsense.
Sargon?
You have to do that.
I can see how President Sunday is this guy's son. Yeah, Sargon's greatest sin is creating President Sunday. This is. I wanna have a debate with President Sunday at some point where I just play Sargon clips. Do you think you do this, Sunday?
Because you work up so many people.
Sargon Reaper meme, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I worked
If
you up.
this is what you
I worked
do,
you
I
up,
don't
and then you
care.
quit the internet for a while, didn't you?
I know. I don't recall quitting.
Guys,
the internet.
I need to take a break from YouTube and from the drama, and I need to stop.
Yeah,
doing
I've already
this and
explained
this.
that. Did you miss it?
No, right after I kicked your ass and made a fool.
No, at the beginning of the stream. Did you miss it?
Oh no, your rationalization for getting made to look a fool. Yeah, no, I heard that.
Okay.
You remember the stream I
Yeah,
did where
okay,
30,000
okay,
people
okay,
laughed at
okay,
how
fine,
retarded
but-
you were? Do you
All right,
remember
all right,
that?
all right, good. Yeah. Okay, great. So you agree?
That you're retarded? Yes, we agree on that point.
Okay, yeah, we agree. We agree. Right. So this is the thing, right? So
Okay.
Ralph, you're completely right. Trump is a troll and he enjoys trolling, and he's good at trolling too.
I would argue Trump might be the greatest troll of all time.
Honestly, I think you might be right.
Yeah.
I think we may have underestimated the man's trolling abilities,
Yes.
right? So I genuinely think that he will see the value if we can present the right view of Gamergate to Trump. And I think the primary way of doing that is the FBI investigated Gamergate and they found they did nothing wrong. Because they did.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the report and all that stuff, but I mean,
I can tell you that Jim has a lot of influence on the commentary community because, my god, a lot of the boys have some attributes of him. Yeah, like, it's interesting when you note the impact Medic has had on kind of content. Because Jim's survival of all the shit that everyone used to watch, a lot of people grew up watching this kind of stuff. It was their first real exposure to kind of alt internet culture. And seeing someone just laugh, call people retards, and I'll be completely honest with you, actually just blow bigger names, or at least more intellectual names, out of the water, really impacted people. And a lot of people want to be like Jim. I said this to Diorio. It's pretty cursed, though. Anybody who tries to take the mantle, whether it's like Flam or Michael Alberto or anyone, it's a terrible idea. I've noticed that Pippa's getting an awful lot of fucking hate right now. And I don't think she gives a shit. But yeah, a lot of people don't like Pippa, which is interesting. I think part of it is, if you ever get too close to the mantle, if you ever get too close to the, hey, I'm going to be the next Medica mantle, you're fucked. That's it. That's game over. You know, nobody wants it.
okay, so where do you go from there? So like, I don't. So you take that.
How did Sargon get such an overinflated ego? Sunday or Sunday? Like, I think Sargon got an overinflated ego because Sargon has like no education. He's I can't remember what the fuck he used to do, but before he became like a content creator, I don't think anyone ever really took Sargon seriously. And like an awful lot of people who make online content, especially if it's like the first way they get known or famous, you have large audiences of people hanging on your words, taking your ideas seriously. It's actually, there's a really funny clip I really need to dig up. When he started the liberalist movement, he started doing in-person talks and things. And somebody filmed one of these, and Sargon turns up. All his little fucking fans are sat outside this conference hall, waiting for him to turn up, waiting to hear him speak. And he walks around the fucking block because he's early. He doesn't want to go and talk to them. He doesn't want to be seen with them. He was a man completely unprepared to gain any kind of fame. And if you look at the Lotus Eaters now, the Lotus Eaters, Jeff Holiday put it perfectly. He was like, he basically found two drunk people on the street and put them on a fucking podcast. He was a game dev with a failed Kickstarter. I never knew that Sargon had a failed Kickstarter. I know he was doing some game devy stuff. But yeah, I don't know. He's just... When you look at him, like, read through theory and how he starts to talk about himself over time, it's pretty obvious that he started to believe his own bullshit. And that's always the mistake people like this make.
That and what you're
well,
saying.
the ultimate goal is to get Donald Trump to defend it. Because
you
imagine
realize this
the
already
press
happened a couple years ago when that report came out and everybody made videos about it and talked about it.
Which one was this? Sorry,
the FBI report. Didn't that come? You talking about the old report? Or is there a new one?
Yeah, but what we need is Donald Trump to tweet something like the FBI report out and say the media smears about Gamergate false. You know, the FBI investigated Gamergate and found that they did nothing wrong. It doesn't have to be exactly that, obviously, but that would be like the perfect, scenario. But
I mean, if that happened, would I laugh? Yeah, most likely I would.
Right?
Just from the sheriff's just insanity of him mentioning Gamergate. But I just don't.
But wouldn't that be funny?
It would. I mean, yeah, I would laugh at that. If that
it would be fucking incredible. I mean, the response would be apoplectic, wouldn't it?
But how do you propose? Like, so how do you propose to do that though? And
Well,
then
I've
okay,
kind of-
say that does happen. What is the ultimate benefit of that happening? I mean, just for the laugh
just
itself.
Laughing. Yeah, laughing at the verified check marks. That's the point of this, just so we can have a laugh at the.
I love his smug chuckle. I love it. He's been beaten down. You can hear it. He might be saying things like, "Oh yeah, it's to have a laugh." The ultimate benefit. Sargon at this point is not thinking about the loss. He's thinking about the impacts. That's why he went into being a political figure. That's why he was doing all this. He got blown the fuck out by Richard Spencer, and he was hurting. But again, he's just being that. Yeah, it's a joke, guys. It's just for the lols. Can't you hear the smug chuckle on my voice? That's a confident smug chuckle right there, guys.